Hello, hello. It is the spring equinox. It is also new moon in Aries. Now, don't worry if you see this late. Don't worry if you see this in the fall. The messages that are in this reading are meant for you. So if you stumble across this at some weird time of the year, don't worry about it, okay? Magic is not all about precision. It is about going with the flow. So to save some time, I also went ahead and put out the runes instead of picking them, just so that you didn't get bored to death. Okay, now the reading that I'm doing is, can we see this? Maybe we're not going to be able to see this. Oh well. Maybe if I turn down the, see, I should have done this first. Oh, there we go. Spring equinox reading. So we're going to start at the top and go clockwise around. Okay, now also, and this is what we're going to be dealing with. What has emerged for me over the winter period? What lesson have I learned? What new seeds are beginning to sprout? How can I nurture these new opportunities? How am I truly blossoming? And how can I best embrace the spring energy? Okay, so we're going to start here at 12 o'clock and go around clockwise this way. Okay, all right. What has emerged for me over, and remember, this is a collective reading. I really would like to know down below how this resonates with you, because I'm surprised at how much the collective readings actually resonate with people. I can do a private reading for you. Just DM me on any of my social media, which all of them are Kanaz Readings by Crystal. The first one, what has emerged for me over the winter period? This rune is called Hagalas. Hagalas is the hailstorm. It is those things that happen to us. We're going along our daily routine, and all of a sudden you get a notice in the mail that you have to appear in court for whatever it is. This is something that you are going to have to stop your daily routine with and deal with. Somebody calls you from home and says, the pipe broke. You can't just be like, I'll deal with it tomorrow. No, you got to go deal with it. It's a call to action to do something immediately. If you think about a hailstorm is, something that the sun is bright. I always put it like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, although yes, I know it's a tornado, just roll with it. A hailstorm is bright and sunny. The skies get dark. It starts sometimes even thunder during hailstorms. And all of a sudden the sky opens up and you're being pelted, not with ice cold water, but with ice cold pellets. So you have to seek refuge, you have to get out of the way, and the wind is breaking branches all around. It's chaotic. This is the hailstorm. This is when you come in and everything is just like, you're like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is happening to me, but you don't even have time to think, you just have to deal with it. So you deal with it, but as fast as a hailstorm comes, a hailstorm leaves. So all of a sudden it lessens up, the clouds break up, they go away, and it's sunny again. And what does the sun do to the hail pellets on the ground? It melts them. These hail pellets are charged magnetically, electrically, and full of vitamins and minerals. Maybe not vitamins, at least minerals. And they melt on the ground and nourish the trees, the roots, the flowers. They clean the air. Storms come in to clean out negative energy. So you have to see it that way. So when you look back on these hailstorms, you will see that you always handle them amazingly, better than you could have thought. They give you self-confidence. They give you self-esteem because you did it. There's nothing you could do. You had to handle it. Okay. All right. So that's what it has emerged over the winter. So kind of think about, the hailstorms that you handled over the last few months. Okay. The second one is at 2 o'clock, and it is, what lesson have you learned? This is the rune Sowulo. Perfect for the spring equinox. Sowulo represents the sun. Both Hagalas and Sowulo are non-reversible, meaning they are the same, upright or upside down. Sowulo is the sun. It is confidence. It's being a warrior. It's success, victory, wisdom. So what lesson did you learn? I think through those hailstorms, you realized you can handle things like a boss. You got this. You are successful. And if we really think about, we may think of ourselves as epic failures, but for the most part, if you're watching this video, you are 100%, even if you're not watching this video, if you're still alive, you are 1000% successful. You know, you may feel like you're a failure, but you've gotten through this far in life, so you must be doing something right, even if it might not be to your standards yet. All right. And the third one is, what new seeds are beginning to sprout? Car alarms. You can tell I live in Mexico City. And sorry about my ragged voice, but I've had that lovely pre-spring cold. This is the rune here, Dagaz. Dagaz is the rune of perfect balance. I love it because if you look at it, it looks like a bow tie. If you put a little tail on it, it looks like a dragonfly. So what new seeds are beginning to sprout? Balance. You're getting your feet under you. If the last few months have been kind of hectic and crazy, or just haven't gone very well, I know for a lot of people, January and February were difficult, but there was a meme going around of a lady on the ground in January. In February, she was crawling, and in March, she was walking confidently with her shoulders back and standing tall. So I think this is us getting our feet under us. As the spring energy comes in, days become longer, we have more sunshine, it's not, epically cold. We'll start having more of a balance, okay? So the new seeds that are beginning to sprout is that Zen moment. Dagaz represents the perfect balance, which is awesome for today on the spring equinox because it is the perfect balance between day and night. If you think about dawn or dusk, it only lasts for a couple of seconds of the perfect balance where it's not day or night. That's what this one represents. Okay. The fourth one is at 6 o'clock. This is Berkana for new beginnings, and it represents how can I nurture these new opportunities. These new opportunities are new. They're new beginnings. Berkana is a female fertility rune that represents the breasts and nurturing, okay? So this is telling you that nurture these little babies, it's literally what it says, nurture the new opportunities. The breasts provide milk so that the new baby can grow and be strong. So when it's upright, it means a smooth new beginning, so that's always good, but it's telling you to just nurture them. Remember that new beginnings, this is a smooth new beginning. When it's upside down, it can be a little more bumpy, but this is a really good rune to let you know it's a new beginning. It's spring. The new babies are coming out. It's starting something. It's like anything from the beginning, you kind of have to nurture and support and give a little more care until it takes on a life of its own. And the fifth rune at 8 o'clock represents, how am I truly blossoming? How are you truly blossoming? See, the sun is coming out. This is the rune Yera. Yera is made up of two runes, Kanaz and Kanaz. How ironic. That's the name on my page. One Kanaz means clarity. This is the rune of cycle changes. So we're going literally from winter to spring. This is the rune of evolution. This is the old stage. This is the new stage. Now the little blank limbo area in the middle there, sometimes we get stuck there. We have 1 foot on the old stage and 1 foot on the new stage, and we don't want to really leave the old stage because it's familiar, but we don't want to go into the new stage yet because we're scared. We don't know if we can handle it. Are we ready to go to that? I love the way the sun is moving during my reading. So how are you truly blossoming? This is the rune of evolution. You're going from the old to the new. Now take what served you from the old stage and move forward with it. And then cut the dead weight of what no longer serves you anymore. Don't try to drag all that baggage of what didn't work for you from the old stage into the new stage. Cut it off. And then that will help fling you like an arrow into your future, okay? And then the last one, 10 o'clock, is how can I best embrace the spring energy? This is the rune Gibo. It's a simple X. It's also non-reversible. Most of these were non-reversible. They were all non-reversible except for Berkana. Gibo is X marks the spot, the heart chakra, love, all types of love. Love for yourself, love for others, love you receive, love for your passions, love for nature. It is anything that comes from the heart chakra. It is your base for happiness. It is also receiving all of that. It also represents something that English doesn't really have it. In Spanish, it's your don, which is your God-given gift. It is your gift in life. What natural thing were you born with? Were you born with an artistic talent? Are you a natural healer? Are you good with numbers? Are you good with people? This is something that you naturally do. You don't need to be trained in it. And if you can match that up with what you do to make money, you'll never feel like you have to work. So this normally is fueled by the love you have for that. You know you're good at it. Other people love to get whatever service that may be because you're good at it. So this here, wrapping up our reading, is how can you best embrace the spring energy is with love. See the blossoms come up. Open up your heart chakra. Don't be afraid to be loving and happy. Okay? All right, so that would be an example of a personal reading for you, although it was a collective reading. If you're interested in anything like that, DM me. I have smaller readings. I have bigger readings. I have Russian Gypsy card readings, okay? So let me know how this is down below. Share this if you can. I think it's going to be too long to put on some of my other social media, so just be sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel because there's some things on there that don't go up on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. Okay? Thanks so much. I appreciate you being here.